Hi, this is update on my catasetums. All my catasetums now woke up, and they were waking up in order, exactly in the same order as they bloomed last year. And I repotted them, and I placed them back in tank for the growing season. And even though my tank is really packed now, look, there's no space available anymore, so I cannot buy any more orchids unless they're really miniatures. So at first I thought maybe I should keep catasetums out in shelf, but then I felt bad because actually those plants are the orchids that really enjoy the tank. So I still squeeze them in, except I put them on the bottom shelf now. Only one, the little one. This is Catasetum barbatum crossed gladiatorium that I got from Gabrielle Carson. This one was the first one to wake up, and it was the first one to bloom last year. And I think this one has the shortest rest period, even in the order. See, it's already well progressing in growth. So I gave it a new pot, much larger. Last year it was in a very tiny pot, and what I found is that catasetums produce enormously large roots, and then those roots are starting to stick out everywhere. And also the bulbs become pretty heavy, especially if they are following the light and grow sideways. And then if the pot is too small, they just start uh, falling, like tipping the pots. So I gave it pretty large pot from the beginning, and it's doing great. It's growing. So this is the only one that I'm keeping at the top, on the top shelf, because it's the smallest one. Last year all of them were at the top, and they started to grow sideways, and they created enormous shade to other orchids. So this year I placed them at the bottom and trying to make them grow up. And so the next one to proceed is this one here. See, it has nice roots already. This is Cycnodus Jambamiki. So the previous bulb is pretty large, see? And so now it's growing a new bulb. It's nice and fresh and big, and the roots are going, and also it got pretty large pot. Look how large the pot is on it. And I grow my catasetums in a straight moss. There's just moss and there's nothing else. And actually this orchid, Cycnodus Jambamiki, it had really good old roots. They were firm, and some of them even had some green tips for some reason. So I just removed old moss and I kept all the roots. So it's looking very nice, I think. And then next one there is my large Catasetum saccatum that I got from Aquaflora. So I think this one is third in order to wake up. Also got a large pot, and also doing good. So I'm hoping that the bulb will grow up now because it will be following the light. So they will take more vertical space than horizontal. Last year they were taking too much horizontal space and creating too much shade. And the last two are actually the most, like they're late, kind of. So this is Catasetum tenebrosum. Can I focus? Catasetum tenebrosum, which will be the second to last one, I think, because it already has some roots, and growing a bit faster. And the last one, see, there's only one little thing appeared. That one is Catasetum pileatum, jumbo green gold. But the thing is, this Catasetum was blooming just recently, just a couple months ago. It was blooming during winter. For some reason, it decided to bloom second time. It bloomed in the summer, or rather, beginning of fall, and then it bloomed again during winter. It created second spike. And so I was worried that it'll bloom itself to death or just won't have enough rest period. But it did rest for a little short while and started this new growth, which already has roots starting too. So I think it's gonna be doing well. And this Catasetum pileatum, jumbo green gold, also had two more bulbs, which were like, there they are. They're wrinkly, but they are not squishy. So they're still firm. Because the other ones had, some of the old bulbs were soft and squishy, so I just threw them away. But these are still firm, so I separated them and put them into another pot. And we'll see if they will produce new growth. Then I will have another plant of a pileatum jumbo green gold. And if they don't, then I guess I'll just throw them away. They don't take that much space, just to experiment with it. So I hope they will. There are some roots on those bulbs, actually. A good firm roots too. So they're not totally dead. So I hope they will produce a new growth at some point. So that's my 5 Catasetums, just to record them. They started the growing season in a tank, so I'm hoping for blooms this year again. And I'm really happy that none of them perished during the winter. And yeah, that was my video about the Catasetums. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.